Hi y'all, it's Liz, back again with another video, and if you are seeing this, yes you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today, as the baddie I am, I'm going to be helping my other baddies get over the most painful time in their life. So, yes, stay tuned. Mwah. I think one of the most painful things a person can experience is looking in the mirror one day and realizing, damn, I don't even feel like myself anymore. Not because you're ugly, not because you're untalented, and not because you're unworthy, because you're none of those things, but because somewhere along the way you started abandoning yourself trying to survive emotionally. Like, sister, it'd be rough out here in these streets. For a long time, I thought my confidence was external. I thought confidence was being desired, being attractive, being wanted, and being chosen, and praised, and liked, and validated, and being that girl. But, God has funny ways of helping you grow. So it was kind of like, meanwhile, internally, I was struggling because my confidence was so contingent upon other people constantly confirming my worth for me. Let me tell you something right now. That's one of the fastest way to lose yourself, because people are inconsistent as hell. One moment they love you, the next minute they misunderstand you, the next minute they're projecting onto you, one minute they love you, one minute they hate you, one minute they want to be you. Like, we really can't give a fuck. Someday you might wake up and be the villain in somebody else's story because you set a boundary. Like, it's really crazy out here in these streets. So if your self-worth is dependent on those people, you're going to emotionally collapse every single time somebody doesn't validate you correctly. I went through this, so this is coming from the heart, from the soul. I lived the last 4 months of my life trying to be digestible for everybody else. So I was over-explaining, over-giving, overextending, when they literally wouldn't even extend anything if roles were reversed. I'm trying to make everybody understand my heart and my spirit, and trying to prove my intentions, and just trying to keep peace, trying to be emotionally available for everybody, just trying to make sure that everybody felt okay. Meanwhile, I wasn't okay at all. And the gag is, people pleasing does not make people respect you more. People pleasing does not make people respect you more. It just doesn't. And nobody tells you that. And a lot of people don't tell you that, because people romanticize being the bigger person so much, you start thinking that self-abandonment is maturity. You start thinking that, oh, if I stand up for myself, it's too much. Oh, if I don't tell this person yes, there's going to be a consequence. Oh, if I don't do this for that, I'm not going to get it. And honey, compromising your boundaries every 5 business days does not make you more lovable. It teaches you that you will bend yourself into an emotional origami to keep them around. And that's the thing here. If you have to bend yourself backwards to keep somebody in your life, maybe don't do it, because eventually your spirit will get tired. And I think what hurt me most was realizing that being compassionate does not guarantee compassion in return. I genuinely used to believe that if I love people hard enough, they'll handle me gently too. Some people will fully understand your pain and still choose themselves. And some people will watch you overextend yourself for them still to disrespect you. Oh, this is rough. This is really rough on the tongue. I know my sister like, wait, you didn't even hold my hands. Some people benefit from the version of you that lacks boundaries and self-respect. And that realization made me bitter for a while, because I'm not even gonna lie. I was sitting here like, wow, people could actually see somebody hurting and still continue to mishandle them. Especially when you naturally love deeply. And honestly, I think I tie my self-worth to how people treated me, because deep down, I just wanted to feel emotionally safe and understood. And I know somebody's going through this right now. You need to be selfish, okay, girl? Once you make other people responsible for validating your existence, you start losing yourself trying to control the perception. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was so focused on trying to control how people see me, trying to make sure I'm extra nice and extra good. So hyper focused on Who liked me? Who approved of me? Who supported me? Who stayed? Who went? Who this? Who that? Who that? Where?
I'm just gonna pause here because I do not know who I was feeling like. I sound like a damn owl. Just hoo. Like, girl, focus on what you're talking about. Like, damn.
Who is this? Who is that? Where are you, sister? I completely stopped focusing on myself. And I stopped asking, what do I need? What kind of life do I want? Who do I want to become? What standards should I hold in my future connections? How can I become better? Everything became external, and that disconnect creates cognitive dissonance. When your actions stop aligning with your values and your internal truth. This relationship is draining me. This friendship's unhealthy. This is really a lot. I feel heavy all the time. But you continue tolerating it anyway because you're scared of disappointing people who have no intention of helping you, or being disliked, being misunderstood, or ending up alone. And the thing is with that is that there's beauty within being alone. There's strength within loving yourself. There's strength within choosing yourself. And that slowly destroys yourself because your behavior no longer reflects your actual values. Your behavior is only contingent on people. So rebuilding my confidence kind of required me to become more honest with myself and the things that I need to be held accountable for, and how I can become better, but also not overcompensate for people. Not spiritually, not just emotionally, but practically too. First thing I did was I got therapy. I started working out. I started taking care of myself again. I started rebuilding that discipline. And I started spending more time alone to learn myself. I started listening to my intuition instead of overriding it for potential. And honestly, solitude changed me because I used to think being alone meant that something was wrong with me. There's a lot, but we're working through it, okay? But now I realize solitude is where you meet yourself without everybody else's projections attached to you. And that's where I realized I don't need to perform to deserve love, and I don't need to over-explain myself to deserve respect. And I don't need to emotionally audition for acceptance because the right people will come to you naturally. And you will find people that accept you for you, and you don't have to be digestible for them. And also, another thing I had to learn was that everybody is not going to understand you correctly. People hate Jesus, for Christ's sake. Why do you think somebody would not hate you? And you just accept that's life. You could explain yourself 17 hours, 32 days, 48 years with a straight PowerPoint presentation and a TED Talk. And some people will still choose it and overgave. So now I focus more on my own integrity and perception because perception changes constantly, but integrity doesn't. So I ask myself, am I proud of how I'm moving? And you should ask yourself these questions too. Am I respecting myself? Am I standing on my values? Am I abandoning myself again? It matters more than being universally liked. And honestly, confidence means something completely different to me now compared to back then. Before, confidence was attention, validation, approval, attractiveness, but we already know I'm sexy, and trying to impress other people. Now I recognize that confidence is discipline, confidence is self-trust, confidence is believing in yourself even during difficult seasons, and confidence is protecting your spark. Confidence is not allowing people to shake your entire identity because they failed to see your value. And honestly, let me say this too, because social media has people confused. Your looks are not your confidence. Your body is not your confidence. Your desirability is not your confidence. Your ability to attract attention is not your confidence. All these things are external. Because if your confidence disappears the second somebody rejects you, criticizes you, or misunderstands you, never rooted internally to begin with. Real confidence is internal stability. It's waking up and choosing yourself consistently. It's holding yourself accountable. It's trusting your intuition quicker. It's walking away from disrespect faster. It's understanding that being alone is better than constantly betraying yourself emotionally. And honestly, I survived every version of myself that thought she wouldn't. I survived heartbreak, I survived confusion, I survived betrayal, and I definitely sure as hell survived depression. Feeling misunderstood, feeling emotionally exhausted, feeling disconnected from myself. Instead of those experiences destroying me, they forced me to come back home to myself. So, I'm grateful for that now because I'm building a life where I actually feel safe being me. Not the version of me that was tricking herself to keep people comfortable. Not the version of me begging to be understood, but the real me. And that version of me, she's finally learning her worth actually internally for real this time. So if you're in a season right now where you feel lost right now, this is your reminder that you're not broken. You might just be disconnected from yourself. And the beautiful thing about that is you can reconnect, you can rebuild, and you can change your life. You can become more confident, you can stop abandoning yourself, and you can make the switch. Anytime, sister. Anytime. It's just up to you. You can start walking away from anything that drains you. You can create a life that actually aligns with who you are. And most importantly, you do not need everybody else to validate your existence. Okay, come here. You do not need everybody else to validate your existence in order for your life to have value. And with that being said, Melissa out.